Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted.
Hey, it's Jaki. Shout outs to The Daily Pursuit. I'm glad you had me on here. BJ, Smiley, I love you both. Thank you so much. Once again, it's Jaki on Kiss 104.1 FM, keeping you in the know of all things financial to get you or your child into college. And for Blaze 92.3, hey, I'm keeping you in the know of all the entertainment reports. So shout out to The Daily Pursuit.
On you, baby. Yeah. Nothing on you. Nothing.
Alright, Daily Pursuit live right here with Miss Jaki. How you doing today?
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Just want to introduce yourself to everybody out there.
Hey, I'm Jaki. I'm actually the entertainment reporter on Blaze 92.3 in Macon and the college feature reporter on Kiss 104.1 FM in Atlanta. And also someone that you definitely want to know, media socialites that want to know where to go. I'm definitely the person to contact.
Alright. So you say you were in the radio station. How did you get started in the whole radio?
Wow, I started radio in 2006 with Greg Street. Basically, I had an idea. I wanted to be the voice for the colleges for the ABC. Pitched it to Greg Street. Greg said, I love it, let's do it. I had already had a relationship with him, about a good 5-year relationship with knowing him. Never really knew what the relationship was going to come to, or that he might be the one to really introduce me to radio. And from there, I got on to B103, spoke to Reggie Rouse, and I was doing the AUC report.
Alright, you say you had your own radio show. Can you talk to us more about that, like the things you talk about on the radio show?
Okay, well, for Blaze 92.3, I'm an entertainment reporter. So, for that, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the entertainment industry. I'm going to definitely get some exclusive interviews. For instance, this week I'm going away to the Essence Music Festival. So when I come back, I'm bringing Essence to Macon. And so for them, I'm going to have some of the interviews and sound bites as well as pictures and video from that particular festival. So it's basically what is going on, what's good. Like for instance with Chris Brown, I think he made a major comeback on the BET show. So I'm trying to get him in now to talk about that some more.
Alright, so what are the good things and the bad things about being on radio? Can you show us that a little bit more?
The good things about radio is that it does allow you to have a voice and to definitely give the community resources that they may not know about. For me, radio has been a platform to allow me to give individuals information that they necessarily can't get to. With the College View report on Kiss 104.1, that report I specifically go out, I look for scholarships, I look for internships, I look for schools that are giving away free tuition so that parents can know about these things so their students can be involved. But really the biggest thing of radio is, I know people sometimes go into radio personality because you can become famous. It is a celebrity thing to it. And you are associated with celebrities and they'll talk to you more one-on-one and personally. But the biggest thing is, what do you want your voice to be? What do you want your mark to be? How are you going to trailblaze the industry? And so for me, it was becoming a multimedia personality and giving out information that others usually would not know how to find.
So there's a lot of people out there that would like to do the same thing you're doing. So any advice you'd like to give out there to how they can just chase their dreams and just follow what they want to do?
Well, radio is something that it is niche. When I mean by niche, in any industry, there's politics to it. So with radio, you do have to develop a good relationship with the program directors, with the personalities, with the DJs. They have to like you. If they don't like you, they're not going to hire you to work for that station. You get all the talent in the world. If they don't like you, you're not going to be on that station. So my biggest thing is learning how to be able to maneuver different relationships, understanding people's personalities, knowing that no does not mean no forever. This means not right now. But the biggest thing is you have to stay persistent. Sometimes you may have to get it on an internship level. See how that works for you. But while you're an intern, be the one who does what nobody else is doing. If they have not made an intern manual, you make the intern manual. You come out with something new. Know what everybody likes to drink, what they like to eat. You become that person that's so accessible and that you're an asset to the point where no one knows the things that you know because you've learned everybody there. There's no way that you cannot get a job with that particular radio company. But do not be deterred. It may take some time. Some PDs, which are program directors of radio stations, they may have a different way of actually getting you in. Some program directors make you go through years getting on air. Some program directors will work with you and get you on air within a year. It's just who you're dealing with. You have to know your program directors. Some program directors, their way of paying your dues is different than other program directors.
So you say you work with Steve Harvey. Can you talk more about that? How it felt like working with the King of Comedy?
Well, with Steve Harvey, I was a syndicated producer for his show in Macon. And with that, I had to write down his liners. I had to make it seem like Steve was always there. So in Macon, well, Mactown, quote unquote, If we had anything special going on, I would have to be like, Steve, this is what you need to say. Have him say it, and he'll send it over to me, and we'll move there. Go forward from there. But when he would come to Macon, which I think he only came out once or twice while I was there, it was, you know, you have to make him. Syndicated producing is making the show seem like it's right there, making an individual seem like they're in that particular market. So just working on that show is more so writing his liners, knowing what's going on and making so that he's aware of it so he knows his market. Also controlling the show, making sure that the show is on point, on time. When you're working on the board too as well, you got to make sure the show comes in at a certain time. You have to be cued in, you got to listen to what he's saying. You have to know what he has going on, what kind of national contest. So it's a lot going on.
Alright. So are there any shout outs out there you want to get to everybody out there in the world?
My shout outs would be to DJ Greg Street. Greg, I love you so very much. Gentleman George from Blaze 92.3, Mo from 95.5 to B. I can't forget Jose, little Bankhead, I love you all. In addition to Tawana Black from Kiss 104.1 and Cox Radio's Vice President Tony Kidd, I love you too for that. And pretty much family and friends, I love all my fans. Thank you so much. And once again, Reggie Rouse, gotta shout you out. Reggie Big Dog, you put me on the map. You put me on the #1 station, the top 10 market on air for my first time. It was because of you I started my career.
So if you weren't doing radio, what do you think you'd be doing right now? What do you think your career move would be?
It would have to be radio.
Radio?
I mean, I'm still gonna go to law school. I'm gonna go to law school because one thing I've learned is that a lot of attorneys own radio stations. A lot of them run the media companies, like your Tom Warner president, your Viacom president is an attorney. The executive producer for Tiny and Toya's show, Phaedra Parks, she's an attorney. Some of your NBA, NFL teams are co-owned by attorneys. A lot you can do, you have more access to capital, you have credibility, you have relationships, and it's a great combination to have a little bit.
Well, so this is the Daily Pursuit, so we just have to ask you, what is the Daily Pursuit in life? What do you pursue every day in life?
I make sure that every second I'm strategically planning towards my major goal. Every second has to work for the next day. Nothing I do is unpurposely. Everything has a purpose. So my daily pursuit is making sure that everything I do is strategically helping me to my ultimate goal, which is multimedia personality and media mogul. And philanthropist, because I have a lot of money I want to give away.
So do you want to just tell everybody out there how to keep in touch with you, how to get in contact with you, your Twitter and all?
Okay, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time. It's twitter.com/allaboutJaki, ALLABOUTJAKI. I'm also on Ustream. I'm still working on that. We're getting it together, but that's All About Jaki too as well. Ustream TV /AllAboutJaki. I'm also on Facebook, Jennifer Jaki Johnson. Let's see what else. MySpace.com/DJ Jaki, Jaki. So you can find me a little bit everywhere. Just Google me, baby. You'll see.
Just Google. All right, Daily Pursuit with Jaki.
Living in the summer sun, and so I lost more than I had ever won. And honestly.